for very long. So you will get all kinds of
I have a headache.
sass from me today.
All right. So don't give me sass.
Too late. I've got my coffee. I've got coffee and sass. That's all I'm about.
So what I was going to say was when I was like 18, 19 or so, like years ago, I used to shave my head. And I used to go to a barber that would charge me $10 each time, right? And then my mom's like, why are you doing that? Why don't we just buy a set of clippers? I'm like, you can't buy them. And she's like, yes, you can. I'm like, I thought only barbers were allowed to buy them. And she's like, what the hell? No. So we bought them, and now don't spend money at the barber. I've been through a bunch of them, but still, it's like,
yeah. Well, if you get a good set, then they'll last.
Yeah.
They last for a long time.
You also have to keep it clean. And
yeah, you've got to oil it.
Right?
Yeah, and all of that kind of thing. So, you putting in a picture for Nisey?
Yes, I am. I'm going to.
Okay, that's all right. Because I'm going. Yeah, I don't think that's Nisey's picture.
No,
Go
not
on in,
really.
chat room. Not
I like
quite.
the blue, but
Blue and white. Oh, you could class yourself as floating on a cloud. That's always fun.
Hello, Ster.
Hey.
Just saying.
Hey, Ster. Good morning.
We are on right now, though.
Leeta.
Okay,
good morning. We are live.
And Nisey.
Yes, hello.
My favorite.
Aw.
Aww.
There will be no feels here. What's up with that?
We're all about the feels.
No.
Just you.
Cranky pants.
We're all about the feels.
Cranky pants right now.
All right.
Well, that was just in case she brought some food or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to get a better picture of you, Nisey, like a widescreen one or something. Or I need to... No, I don't. I need to change my overlay.
That poor puppet. Its hair has been just demolished.
Oh, I love that thing, though. It looks so cool.
I love that.
One of our cats found where I had hidden it at one point after I made it, and I came home, and there was feathers everywhere. And I was like, oh my god! And I had to quick rush back to the craft store because the hair I used was sort of a feathery flower thing, and they were on clearance. And I was like, oh my god, I got the last two they had so I could try to fix her head again. I was not happy.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, so that puppet's kept under lock and key now.
Poor puppet. Yeah, Azzy.
Puppet.
I've had her locked in Tupperware containers, in a linen closet, you name it, anywhere where this cat could not get to it.
That sounds like Bob.
Wow.
Bob likes going through our trash.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Fantastic. It's be crazy.
Yeah, we've got one that's too smart for his own good.
Trying to cover up his crotch, but I can't quite cover it. It's like, but then it'll be too low. So, oh no, actually, hold on here. Screw it.
I wasn't even looking, and I'm thinking, what on earth are you talking about? And then I looked at my other computer, and I'm like, okay.
I'm recording the crotch. That's okay. I'm gonna record the crotch. Okay, let me go on do not disturb. Ster.
Yes, sir.
There's a post for later on. I sent you show notes to your Proton Mail thing.
Oh, could you send them to the Nope.
Which one? To which?
Rogue geekroguester@gmail.com.
Yeah, that would be good. That would probably
be a better one.
Yeah. I did that with Nisey too.
Hey, chat room.
Yeah. Not so
Oh,
good.
it's okay.
Show title, yeah. That is a good show title. I'm trying to cover his crotch. Oh, and I forgot to change the title. I'll have to change it after. Actually, let me see. What does it say on the website? Okay, no, that's okay. I'll still change it though. Wow, challenges. Podcast episode. What are we? 50. 50.
50.
The big 50.
50.
Okay, and we are streaming talk shows. Apparently, because now it's a thing. Oh, okay. And for episode 50 of the WoW.
Sounds like you are massacring that keyboard. Am I the only one
Well,
that thinks
I could
that?
turn down the mic, but I'd have to talk really close to it. Like, I'd have to get it right up on in there.
Uh-huh.
50. Good Lord, 50. Okay.
50.
Oh,
It's 50. It's 50.
The
It's 50 time.
tweet went really quick. That's good. Okay, I can close
good.
that. Wowhead goes bye-bye. That can stay up. That can stay. That can stay. I am muted. Or I'm do not disturb. That can shut down. Sure. Oh, actually, I want to see my usage. Performance. We're at, yeah, my performance is at 39%. Versus Adventures, we were at 100, or actually like 89. So I'm not sure what the deal is there.
Okay.
Is that the age of the podcast or you guys? Wow. Wow.
Definitely. Wow. My
boy.
goodness.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Maybe one of us.
Are you talking? Wait, hold on. This side. Yeah. Eat this thing. Stupid. Gray hair. All right. Okay. Are we good? Good.
We're good.
Go.
I'm
Go
gonna,
control.
I'm gonna load up that drive where the music is playing, so that we don't have any issues. Let me open a picture. So I think that's what the problem is. Photos. Yeah, here we go. See, and then it takes a while to load. Working on it. Okay, and we'll load that picture. Okay. All right, ready? Ready, Freddy? Ready, Freddy?
Yep.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Ironman. Bloodthirsty. Pacifist. You're listening to the WoW Challenges podcast, the home of the Ironman Challenge. And here are your hosts, Stone and Leeta.
Hello and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. Yes, I'm doing the intro. Episode number 50. Today is Saturday, January the 14th, 2017. You know who I am, right, Leeta? Do you know who I am?
Who? Who are you?
I'm Stone. And you're
Oh,
Leeta.
okay,
and
okay.
Leeta is my co-host. Hi, Leeta. How are you doing?
Hey! Yay! Episode 50.
I know.
So we've done this 50 times. Wow.
No
wow.
comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nolly, because you did a couple of single.
Yeah,
episodes,
but still.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Still.
So thank you for everyone and come to celebrate our episode 50. It's a little milestone, I think, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
So,
cool.
And because it's very exciting, we've got 2 guests with us today. So very excited to have Nisey and Ster with us.
Hey,
Yay!
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Thanks for coming,
for
guys.
coming and thanks for coming and celebrating episode 50 with us. We really appreciate it. How are you guys doing? What's been going on?
Oh, I'm good. Things have just been kind of rolling along.
Yeah, same. Getting back into the work, scene after the holidays.
Oh, work.
Nice.
No, thank you.
Work. Let's not mention that 4-letter word for the moment.
I
It's a bit
have
like
another
that.
4-letter word for you, but I can't say it.
No. Clean tag.
Oh.
Clean tag. Awesome. All right. Well, how about we start off? I mean, everybody should know who you guys are. Nisey is our amazing bloodthirsty champion who just is so inspiring with all your bloodthirsties that you run, and has put together so much information for us, and will be putting some videos and stuff together, which we're very excited about. That's
How's
still
that going?
happening, isn't it, Nisey?
Yes, that is still happening. I am currently working on putting a rules video together first before I start on the guides, because you gotta know what you're doing before you start.
Mhm.
So I'm about maybe halfway to 2/3 of the way done doing the rough editing on the rules, and then I have to go back and do fine tuning and add in audio over top of it.
Wow. Oh, that's awesome. Well done. Thank you. I'm really excited
You're
to
welcome.
see it. So, and of course, Ster, who is our what we would class. Not only is he an iron
Well, he's an iron
champion himself, double,
Yes,
More than
double.
that. More than that.
double.
Come on.
Yeah,
Two ropes.
legend. Iron.
Well, now, but overall, you have like 5, 6, 5?
Yeah,
Yes.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
5 or 6. You
And-
can't keep track.
and also the current coroner for the Wormrest Accord Guild, looking after all the RIP Toons. I think you are also classed as well as being guild master, but aren't you also the custodian for looking after the RIPs?
Yes, the guild coroner.
Yes. Nice. Awesome. So we thank you both for coming and joining us. We do appreciate it. And chat room, hey chat room, thank you. We've got quite a few in the chat room today, so thanks guys for coming and celebrating episode 50 with us. So what we might start off with is our weeks in WoW. So Nisey, what have you been doing?
Oh gosh, what have I been doing? Well, let's see. I guess I started off the week getting all of my bloodthirsty Toons their required level. That took a little bit. Wasn't too bad though. Had 2 close calls on Soulbound. Not real close, but they scared the you-know-what out of me, and I was like, oh my god! I started screaming at the screen. I'm like, don't you dare! I've learned that it's probably a good idea when you're 78 to stay in Northrend till maybe 80, 81, and then maybe see if you can do Oldham. Because I was like, oh, I can do Mount Highjaw, no problem. When you don't quest in Mount Highjaw, everything is phased. So there were times where I'm like, oh, okay, there's this big open area here. Oh, it must be locked because, it's phased. I didn't unlock it with the quest. And I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, stuff spawned in around me, and I'm like, oh my god! I was surrounded on 3 sides by ogres and a troll or something at one point, and somebody got a hit in on me, and I dropped 2,000 hit points. I'm like, get me out of here! I'm psychic screaming, I'm bubbling, I'm running, I'm healing. I'm like, oh my god! I was like, okay, let's not do that again. Let's not do that. I'm like, okay. So I was having a really hard time finding a spot I liked out there. Finally found a spot. I'm like, this might work. It's a little long and there's some blank spots in between, but I might be able to make this work. Landed. All of a sudden, 2 seconds later, there's an elite standing right next to me, and they got a hit in on me, and I'm like, oh my god. It's like, no, do not want. And that took another 2,000 chunk out of me. I was like, thank you. I actually decided to put the green gear on, because I'm like, you know what, I'm going into a new level area. Maybe I should, just break down and put it on. And I'm kind of glad I did. because that totally scared me so bad. I'm like, no, I don't want to lose her. Don't want to lose her. So after that, I just like found a spot where the phasing wasn't an issue, and I just managed to stay there, didn't deviate at all.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was a little more than I wanted to. It's a little more of a close call than I wanted to handle. So it's like,
is there is there another zone? If you hadn't have gone to Hyjal, is there somewhere else that would have been better to go, or
might
not
have
really?
been able to do the underwater one, whose name I always butcher.
Vashir?
Villager.
Yeah. There you go. That one.
Yeah.
And but I have problems with depth perception sometimes, so I don't always know how close to stuff I am. So I'm like, oh, look, that's behind me, and I thought it was in front of me, and oh dear. So yeah, I probably just should have stayed in the spot I found in Ice Crown, and I was thinking about going back, and then I realized I changed my Hearthstone, and I'm like, that's going to be a really big production to get back there, and I'm already here, and I kind of found a spot I'm sort of comfortable in. So I think I'll just stay here and make it work for a little bit. And I took a main out to Oldham and was looking at the levels out there. And I was like, well, I don't know. I must have missed a stat squish at some point because the health of the mobs out there was a lot lower than I was expecting. And I was like, I think I can take these guys now, but I'm going to wait until I hit 80 before I go out there. So, I mean, that was that, but nobody died on me this week, so that was good. Everybody got their level that I required of them. Yeah. And then I spent some time working on editing the rules video that I'm trying to put together, and hopefully it doesn't suck too bad. And then I was I made a seasonal character on Diablo 3. And I made a solo one and one that I'm running with my husband. So we were working on that a little bit off and on too.
So when you're playing your Bloodthirsties, are you just playing for one level, or are you only doing rest XP and then you're done?
The way I've been playing them right now, the amount of I think I start them on Sunday, and I'll pick the first one that got their level the week before is that one that I touched the following week, and usually when I pick them up by then, they've got a full level of rested, or they'll be like 1 or 2 bars short. So I'll just play through that entire level and then sit them down, and then I go on to the next one. And I think I've got it set up where I've been doing 3 to 4 a day at the moment, because some of the lower guys, it's real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, usually it's like maybe 2 to 3 a day, and then Soulbound takes the most time right now because she needs so much XP to get her level. Yeah. So I might pop in on her, get like 5 bars, and then pop over to somebody else, and I'll level them, and then the next day I might pop on her and get another 5 to 6. Or if I'm really bored, I'll try to bust out her entire level in one go. But I did that once, I think 2 levels ago, and I was so antsy, my skin was itching. I'm like, oh my god. It was a 5-hour run on her to get her level, and that was rested. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, no, we're gonna do this in steps on her. Either we're gonna do half one day and half the next, or I'm gonna break her down and do a chunk each day that I'm working on them.
Okay.
Because she's a bit time consuming.
When you're doing your rules, are they your rules that you're like, okay, this is Nisey rule number 1, No,
they're your rules. They're rules off the website entirely.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I might be paraphrasing them a little bit, but the 90% of it is the straight rules off of the website.
Because I think it would be pretty cool if you go, this is my rules for leveling up. Nisey rule number 1, keep away from, I don't know, dwarves.
I'll have my own little set of idiosyncrasies for when I'm doing my leveling guide. Okay. I'll put those in for that.
Okay. Cool. Oh, that's exciting.
I just don't want to confuse too many people right off the bat and be like, but the website said this.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Oh, that's exciting. So, with all the Bloodthirsties, which one are you, still class-wise like where you find a new jam, like which ones, is it still soulbound? Like you just like, yeah, I get into the zone so well with her?
Yeah, it's
Or
gonna be totally soulbound because I main a disc priest, so I totally I'm into her. I know what I'm doing. I can basically pretty much just go on her without paying attention too much. As long as I know what's around me, I'm usually pretty good. I think my worst one right now that I'm the most nervous on is gonna be the monk.
okay.
Really?
Because yeah, well,
It's
I'm
melee,
doing
right?
Mistweaver, and
Okay.
and I didn't realize this the first time I was running the monk before it died on the Mistweaver, that the one heal she gets, it's a channel. It's not just like heal and go. You have to wait for the channel to heal you. And I'm like,
right.
I need to pay attention to that because I'm so used to everybody else heal, go. And I'm just like, oh no, I have to sit a second and actually make sure the heal fills me before I just take off.
So if
At least
you
right now.
So if you break it too early, you're not
you
getting...
don't get anything out of it. Yeah. And then I'm like, I have to recast it and I have to sit and let it channel again. I was like, so I figured out that mistake, but I still think she died due to a lag spike, the first monk.
Okay. Yeah.
But, can't be helped.
No, the challenges of a challenge toon is definitely lag is very real. So
definitely, because I have lagged on a normal basis. I think it's my processor. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
But I'll just be sitting there, and if I go into an area that I guess I haven't loaded before or haven't loaded it for a while, and I go to cast a spell, and all of a sudden everything just freezes on my screen, and I'm like, heart in my throat. I'm like, oh no, please don't GC. And then like 3 seconds later, like I've already cast the spell and the mob's eating my face, and I'm like, oh god. Like, where's my heal?
Yeah.
Makes things interesting on the warrior because I'm like, I don't have a heal.
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah.
I think we all feel that to some degree. I'm pretty sure there would be no one who wouldn't, who hasn't done the challenges that wouldn't understand that feeling.
It's definitely like white knuckles, heart in the throat.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Please don't
be exactly.
Please don't let this be the time I actually do.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh well, that's awesome. It sounds like you've had a good week. So thank you for sharing that. Yeah, nice. And Ster, how about you? What have you been up to? Dancing on mailboxes, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So I did try this Frozen contest, and it's the first time I've ever played a mage.
Oh my gosh.
Which
wow.
I don't understand why there's no stealth and no shadow meld. So hats off to Marg for making neither of those capabilities. But here's the other thing: why do you have to kill everything in your path to get from one side of the map to the other side of the map? It's like
because you're a glass cannon. That's why.
Yes. So it was interesting. I got to 22, and I foolishly went into, I think Stone did the same thing, Menethil, the keep, and you get a quest right there. He goes, well, just go kill that dude upstairs. And I've done it a gazillion times on the rogue and the druid. I thought, well, no problem. Because there's nowhere to run. And I think the little guy is immune to being frozen in place or something, because I couldn't get away from him. And so, boom. Yeah, I was so frustrated. I went delete. I deleted my character right there on the spot.
Flip table.
It was a very primal urge, but
yeah. I think we all understand that primal urge when you lose a toon, and
normally when I lose a toon, I'll go over to Stormwind and give all the orphans my gold and blah blah blah. But this time, no, dead, delete.
Delete.
No gold for orphans.
No gold. No gold for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then other
22
than that,
is not bad for first time maging.
It was rough. It it makes you appreciate, because with a rogue, you can just stealth to the back of a cave, pick up whatever you need to pick up, and then stealth right back out. And druid can pretty much do that too. But boy, the mage, it's like you get a sign.
You have to kill everything.
They put a sign on you that says "Attack me," and it's like, whoa! Can I just look around, just see what's going on?
I think everybody wants the free cookies.
It's the free cookies or something, and even just going from one zone to another, it's like, no, I'm not here to fight you. I just want to cross to over there, and no, they want to kill you. So other than that, I've been working on my druid who's 69, and that's been keeping me busy.
Yeah.
So.
Very, very good.
What level was your druid from before that died? 10
yeah, 80-ish or something.
Oh no! Oh, I thought you had another one that had died higher up.
Yeah, maybe. I kill Toons, Nisey makes Nisey makes Toons. I kill Toons.
I've killed a few.
Yeah.
I try not to, but I have killed a few.
We all try not to kill our Toons, but
Yeah,
all these fun things happen to us that can end up disastrous.
Yeah, I killed a monk recently too. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what? I think patch 7.1.5 has really made some changes that kind of can catch you by surprise on things. I know a number of folks have died where things like suddenly panthers are stealthed over in STV or just little things that are different.
There is actually if people run, what raid is it? It's in Burning Crusade at the end, the very, very end. And you basically fight the second boss, and he gives you a debuff. And apparently, with the new patch, it doesn't fall off you anymore. So now you've had people running around and they're killing people because it spreads. So, yeah. And
I was gonna ask if that had been fixed yet, because I'm scared to get on my Toons now.
Yeah, it was it's Sunwell, and I think Marg lost a Toon. He was running around in Stormwind, and somebody walked by, gave him the buff, dead. It's like a one shot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know if it's been
fixed.
Into this. I'm not sure.
And so here's a few more details. It is from a raid, and yes, from Sunwell. And once you get that buff, what these players are doing is they're either hearthing or porting back to like Stormwind and Ironforge, and then going over to starter zones like near Goldshire and places like that. And it'll like 2 seconds it'll kill a low level. So you can kind of.
This is like the Blood Plague from back in vanilla.
Yep.
Yes.
Sort of.
Yes.
So why on earth has this not been fixed by Blizzard? That should have been hot fixed like now.
Yeah, and it's just now hitting the main Blizzard forums. So if you do a search for burn debuff, you'll find a couple of threads on it. But no blue comments yet. So Blizzard hasn't addressed it yet.
Oh, they need to take care of that soon.
Yeah, that's bad.
So the best advice I would give all of our Iron players is do not just stand around in a city like Stormwind or Goldshire and walk away from your computer thinking you're okay.
Log out.
Yeah, log out. And if you see someone that has a fell green glow about them, run. Run.
Oh my goodness.
Don't get near them.
Wow, that's pretty scary. I feel for Marg on that, because that is something that is way beyond his control. Like even more so than lag and all of that. That's just boy.
Yeah, especially when they're running around doing it on purpose. It's like, no, get away. You do not want.
Typer in our chat says that he saw a tweet from Lore, so they are aware of it. So they're probably trying to fix it.
Excellent. I hope so, because that just sounds utterly. I mean, I remember what that blood plague from where was that from? ZG back in the day, and how, I mean, thankfully, I have to say, one of the good things about being an Aussie who plays on US servers is I would log in and be like, wow, there's a lot of skeletons in Orgrimmar. What's going on? And I was fine because, of course, I'm playing, 2-3 a.m. server time. And by then, everything had happened and they'd fixed it. So I didn't lose any toons. But, yeah, there was a lot of dead bodies in Orgrimmar. I remember that quite clearly. So I hope they do address it very shortly. So. But yeah, so what else, Ster? You've keeping well, keeping the rogues active, stealthing and all of that fun stuff.
Oh, sure, and just one cool thing about this contest is that we've gotten about 40 people to join or create a toon or an alt. So there's been a spike in membership on the guild. With people trying it, and I think everybody's having a lot of fun with it. This is a well-crafted challenge for the contest. So
I mean, it was key to be able to only track Frost, and we were lucky that Frost is the default spec. And Marg actually had to point out that you can tell if somebody has changed spec, but you can't tell how many times. You just know which spec that they've changed it into. So being able to track that completely helps, because because otherwise we'd be having to go based on honor, right? And I mean, honor's okay, but when you're doing a con test, I would rather not do that. So, but I'm glad to hear that you've got folks coming into the guild to play and stuff. It's cool.
Yeah, and I think the other feedback would be is 2 weeks is perfect, because before, when it was 1 week, if you lost your toon halfway through Wednesday, there was like you felt defeated, like there's no point in even trying again. But you got another week, and so there's the possibility of still joining the contest and even getting pretty far into it. So 2 weeks is a good time period.
That's right. A lot can happen in a day. Like,
absolutely.
So you can imagine what can happen in a week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So and I mean, we'll get to the how the Frozen contest is going, but you do look at everyone who is up at the high end, and here I am down at the very low end, and it's like, well, things happen again, things beyond people's control, lag, we make stupid mistakes because we all are human, and so it'll be interesting by this time next week to see how everyone's gone. So it's very, very exciting. It's been a lot of fun. I must admit, playing the mage it's been interesting, because I'm not a mage lover. I'm a warlock lover. So playing the mage is a bit like, but I am blowing things up. So it's kind of like, but I'd much rather have a warlock. So, but it's good.
The higher you get on the mages, though, they get a lot better.
Yes.
You get a lot of instant proc stuff, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah. And the water elemental, I'm like, what's Ellie doing? What's Ellie doing? It's nothing. I want my voidy.
Yep.
Like, seriously.
He just sits back and does nothing.
It just sits there and just goes, bing. Like, this is it when it's doing its little, its little water damage thing. It's like, it goes bing. Whereas voidy goes, like that. So, yeah. So I want Ellie to be like a voidy, awesome. But a bit more exciting.
I do wish that water elemental had a little bit more health. He takes like 4 hits and he's like 2/3 down. I'm like, quick, band-aid the elemental, band-aid the elemental.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, thanks for that, Ster. I hope you have a really good week coming up, and to you too, Nisey. Stone.
Sup.
What have you... Sup, dude.
Sup,
dude. What have you been doing? How's your toons going?
shaking my head at you. So my original tune was going really well, and that was Elsa. Elsa's Stone. But I did die in the keep in Nifty Harbor. Because basically, and it was my fault, I was being dumb about it, and it wasn't actually fighting the end guy. I was actually going up, and it was on my way to him. I figured, I should be able to, and I think basically what happened was, so I'm coming around, so I more or less walk in, and you're only able to go one way, right? So you have to go towards your right, so I pulled and killed every mob down on the main floor. So there's a feature, I guess, where you can target something that is not in your line of sight and is not in the line of sight of your pet, and if you tell the pet to go and attack it, it won't go. So it won't cast, it won't even move to go and attack it. So I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna have to go pull the guy up at the top of the 2 flights, right? So I go pull him, and that's all fine. That's good. And he's about to die, but then one of the pats had come by, and I pulled that one, and he was starting to beat on me pretty good. So I actually sheeped him, and I was fine. I was at about 30% health or so. And I ran down, but I couldn't eat because even though I had him sheeped, it didn't take me out of combat, apparently. I have no idea why. I would think it should have, but so what I did was that I'm like, well, 30% health, I can nuke him pretty quick, right? And I ran back up and began to attack him, and that was all good. For whatever reason, I was about to kill him, and the mob that was on the bottom floor popped back up. And he began to hit me from behind, and I was already at about 20% health, because he didn't really get a chance to hit, like the first guy didn't get a chance to hit me that much. And the guy that I had killed before popped back up and hit me from behind, and it was pretty much done. I ran, but you
ran so far away.
Did a frost nova, and I ran so far away, but not far enough.
Yeah.
There's a flock of seagulls came on by, and they pecked the crap out of my face and dead.
Yeah.
So I rolled another tune, and I didn't go the same route. The original tune, I ran everything at level because things died quickly. This one, I was a little bit more cautious to make sure that if I got into trouble, that it wouldn't be so bad. So this time I went Elwyn Forest, Westfall, and then now I'm just finishing up Lock mode done, and I'm just about done. And I'm at level 23, so I'm higher than I was with the other character, because she died at level 22. So I'm back up to 23. And just looking at the chat, that was my ice machine, or the ice maker in the fridge. Anyway, Razorus says that according to Wowhead, the Sunwell burn was hot fixed yesterday. So that's good. Hot fixes for January 13th. That is awesome to know. Okay, so it's safe.
Excellent.
So yeah, that's pretty much where I've been. I'm now at a point where I don't want to play unless I see you're playing. Yep. Right. You are not beating me in this challenge.
Excuse me, so far, no, I'm not even going to jinx myself. Sure. Whatever, Stone. Whatever, Stone.
Yep. I'm now playing very cautious. Very, very cautious. I'm at level 23. I might actually go into wetlands, maybe into Red Ridge, maybe. I might actually go to
Red Ridge is Dead
Dark
Ridge.
Shore. I might go back over to Ark and finish some of the higher level quests.
Do that.
Just to
go over to Dark Shore. Go for it.
Just to get some extra easy XP.
Okay. Go for it.
So I'm at 23. Where are you at?
Yeah. I'm still on my original turn.
Oh, whatever.
So so far, and that's all I'm saying about that, is so I made a blood elf mage because, you know, for the horde. And at the moment she is level 19. The last I played her a couple of nights ago. But I couldn't push it through to 20. I was too tired. And again, I was actually saying to Wingy and Asheo, I'm like, I'm breaking my rule for this. I'm playing while I'm tired, but you know what? I kind of feel like I'm in the zone. So I'm just gonna go with it. So I think that's now one of my new rules with the challenge turn, is if I feel like I'm in the zone, even if I'm tired, I'm gonna go with it. And of course, there's different levels of tired. I mean, I think you guys all realize that there is different levels of tired. So I was at a very, you know, I felt tired, but I wasn't like completely catatonic. So, you know, if I was at that catatonic, there is no way it would have happened. So yeah, she's level 19. I'm in Ghostlands. I thought I would stick with Ghostlands and not go over to Silverpine yet. I do know Silverpine very, very well. So Ghostlands, I'm floored at how many quests you get.
Oh yeah.
Every time I do it, I keep forgetting. By the time you get to Tranquillin and you start picking up, I think when I got there, I was about level 13. And I got maybe about 3 quests, and then I think I dinged level 14, and it was like all of a sudden everyone's like, here, talk to me, I've got a quest for you. And by the time I looked at my quest log, I was like, oh my Lord, look how many quests I've got. And then of course, you know, you go kill the Nerubian guards and head over to that little section near the lake where those undead spirit dudes are, and you've got those 2 people there that want to give you more quests. And of course then you go to the Sunstrider what is it, you know, watcher thing just down. I'm really good with names, obviously. Just when you run over from Tranquillin along the hillside, and you go down into, and there's that cute little sun section, and they want to give you quests, and then, you know, there's the fast rider, the ones that give you, hey, go kill all these bats and all these lynx, and hey, when you get higher, go over and kill the trolls, you know. And I've got so many quests. Like, even I was just trying to do quest, get them completed, and then get back and hand them all in. And I was just amazed. I'd be like, yay, I've handed so many in. Wow, they're giving me so many more. I've just got so many quests there. So yeah, so she's going okay. I did have a close call, but other than that, it was more my own stupidity than anything else. But other than that, she's been, you know, trying not to take any chances, just going along at a steady pace, trying not to do anything that's a little bit if my gut tells me, yeah, if it's kind of like going, do you think, then I'm not going to do it. So I need to be, you know, fully capable of that.
You know, do me a favor and please keep an eye out for Vrishna's 2 dudes. Okay?
Yeah. So, and that was one of the things that I found. I think I was level 18, and I was in obviously, you know, the Dead Scar section there, and I was killing the ghouls, you know, the ghouly cannibals and those things for that quest. And I saw this level 16 hunter take on Lutazon. And of course you get that quest at, I think it was like level 13. That quest had popped up as soon as I got to Tranquillin. So of course I've taken it and I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that quest for a long time. But I might as well just have it sitting in my quest log. And I'm killing stuff and I see this little blood elf hunter taking on Lyrazon and I'm like, no, I can't go help him. I can't go. No. And he died. And I was like, okay, that's good. I'm not doing it. He's come back and he's tried to take him on again. And I think the first time he might have got him to about maybe 70%.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, there is no way I'm tagging in one of those until it's like at basically 5%, maybe 2%. So he came back and he tagged him again, and sure enough, he got him down to about 45% before he died. And I'm thinking, I would so love to go help you, buddy, but I'm like, nah, I'm not even going to take the chance, because as soon as his pet dies and then he died, it's all going to be aggro on me, and there's no way that I can, maintain looking after trying to kill him. So yeah, there was those moments of just going, I would really like to help you, dude, but I'm, it's like I'm sitting on an iron toon. There ain't no way, unless you can get him down to like 2% health left, and I could get in, a couple of
shots
of couple of ice shards or stuff. Then no. So I kind of feel for people when you can't, you're so used to on your normal toons going and just being like, yeah, it's all in. I'll help you, dude. And it's like, yeah, no, sorry, I'm on a challenge toon. I'm not helping. So yeah, I don't think that poor little level 16 successfully did it. And I noticed there were people looking for groups to do it a bit later on, but I'm like, yeah, no, I'm happy with where I am, and if I come back and kill them, because of course Nakarot and Lyrazon was always the nemesis of what we call for Varishna, that I think there is always that part of for a lot of us that we will go and kill them in honor of Varishna, because it's just something that we like to do. And we did do the Varishna tribute run yesterday, which was awesome. And I have to say, I'll just quickly mention that it was wonderful. Aprillian, you did stream it, and Aprillian did some streaming, and I think she's got the video that she's editing, and she's going to put it up on the Control It Well website.
Okay.
But yeah, so thanks to everyone that came and supported for that, and we had a lot of fun. And you know what? We did get Lyrazon and Knuckle down at, what were we, level 3, level 4s?
3. I think we had one level 4. No, actually, I think we were all level 3. Yeah, I think we were all level 4.
3. No, because I just dinged level 4 when we were heading looking for Knuckle
For the other guy, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so Lyrazon, we were at least all level 3s.
Yeah.
So what was this? That was, I think there was about 12, 13 of us, level 3s, taking on Lyrazon. Mind you, we did have our heirloom.
Yeah, but we still died so many times.
That was it. That was it. There was a lot of deaths. So yeah, it was hilarious. So thank you everyone that came to that. But yeah, so I'm tracking all right. That's all I did. I didn't play any Bloodthirsties this week because I wanted to concentrate on just my contest toon, and she's tracking, and now she's had a couple of, a little bit of rested, so I'm happy I can get back into her. I'll just wait till you're asleep.
I'd say that, as much as I don't want you to beat me, I don't want you to die either. And and honestly, if I were you, even right now at 19 or even jumping up to 20, I would jump over to Silver Pine and just get easy quests. Actually, because you're 19, don't the Silver Pine quests start level 10? Is
Yeah,
is that a 10 to 20 zone?
Yeah.
So the first few quests won't give you any XP, but it'll still bring you through to some easy stuff, right?
That's what I wanted to mention. I was looking, so I was getting the gear. So, with the gear for some whites and, getting some white stuff. And I went back to Silvermoon, and I tell you, I so do not know Silvermoon. Like, obviously, I know Undercity and Ogrimmar. And I'm running around, and I picked up I knew where the tailoring stuff is, and where the tailoring stuff is in Silvermoon is also a vendor that gives you, some low-level white cloth. Good. So that's fine. I knew where that was. But trying to find a staff vendor that had an appropriate staff for, I think I was level 18 at the time, and I was like, I'm still got this really low-level staff. I need to see if I can get a better one. And I knew there is staffs that you can get. I know there's one that you could get at level 20, but I was pretty sure there was another vendor one that you could get roughly maybe about a level 15, 16. And I'm running around I think I spoke to every NPC in Silvermoon just trying to figure out. And I found a staff vendor, but of course they were like, nah, we're happy to give you one, but you've got to be level 31, And I'm like, come on, where's the low level one? Could not find one at all. Anyway, I'm a mage. Guess what I can do? I can port to Ogrimmar. So I went, let's go to Ogrimmar, because I know where that vendor is, and that's not a problem. So I went straight to Ogrimmar, ran straight to where I thought it was, which I was correct. Yay. And got myself, I think it's a level 17. Anyway, I was really excited because I was like, whoa, major upgrade for me. And then I picked up the level 21 anyway while I was there, because I'm like, okay, I might as well get it. Just stick it in my bag for another level.
I mean, is it really that useful? Because it's really more of a backup, right? Because you're primarily going to be killing the thing with your spells, not trying to hit this thing over the head, right?
Yeah,
so it's just more of a backup, right?
Nice. Still gotta look nice.
You already look nice.
I put my gear on, and my gear all matches. And at the moment, I'm running around in this brown, top and little, I don't know, shorts things. Anyway, I'm like, the stuff that I've got just doesn't quite go. So by getting the upgrade in the stuff, which admittedly might be nothing really for DPS, but she looks pretty. Come on, there's something about just. She has to look nice,
Sure.
So so I did that, and I'm quite happy with that. So don't forget, mages can port. And I did notice that when I got the teleport, it only gave me Silvermoon, and I'm thinking, okay, that's weird. But when I opened up my spell book, of course, there's Undercity, there's Thunderbath, and there's Ogrimmar, but it only sort of gave me Silvermoon. So then I had to put the teleport spell up so I could, be able to click on them. And I'm like, sweet, I can go wherever I want now. So I kind of feel really excited about that, because, I could go to Undercity and teleport and go do Silver Pine, or I might even go do like Northern Barrens or something, so lots of options. Which is exciting. So we'll see how that goes. But having fun. It is fun. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Moving on. You got a bumper?
News? Yeah, let's go. Okay, here we go.
Breaking now, news from the World of Warcraft with Leeta and Stone.
See, it plays fine. Plays completely fine.
Excellent.
So,
alrighty. So, what have we got? We've got stuff's coming up.
Stuff's coming up.
Lunar Festival.
So Lunar Festival is coming up. Starts actually next week, but I just want to give folks a heads up. Is January the 21st through to February the 4th. Basically, the Wowhead guide is not yet updated. did. Hi, Azorts. But more or less, it's basically tons of free XP for Irons and Pacifists. Bloodthirsties, it will count against your quest cap. I mean, you could use it, but I personally, if I were to do Bloodthirsty, I would hold on to those quests until the bitter end.
Yep.
Just in case, just to get me over that hump. So the link for the guide is here, and I'll post that in chat. But I will update. I will make a post on the website on what you can't do. But more or less, I don't think that there's anything big. I know that you get lots of transmoggy gear, but it's all white, so it's okay. I don't think that there's tons of buffs and stuff, but I know that the quest XP stuff is fine. So, yeah, and I'm also reading the chat. We're actually having a discussion about doing a 5-man, but only with Iron Man gear, so like white gear only. And we're thinking about doing dead mines, and they're saying well, it's tuned for like greens and blues, right? But I kind of remember being able to go in there and not worrying about having a real tank, because you could just kill things really quick. However, everybody could have been in heirloom gear or greens and blues, and it's pretty quick. So I'm actually very curious about doing a 5-man, and just thinking, well, maybe two healers would be good, and that would be neat to try. We don't have to use like real Iron Man tunes. Like you just go and level up and then go find your white gear and put that on, right, and then try it as if you were Iron Man. So the other event that's coming up is the Call of the Scarab, which is the first the first micro haul a day that Blizzard has released, and it's running from January 21st to January 24th. A heads up that the Twilight camps in Silithus will now have level 110 mobs.
Nice.
So when you're running around on your like level 55 character and you're like, yay, I'm killing stuff. Yeah, well, have fun with that.
Yeah.
And it's only the Twilight camps, right? So we'll post a warning about that as well. Actually, I'm curious how, because the website's not really designed very well for having more than one thing up. So I'll have to think about how I'm going to deal with that. So you basically go and collect commendations and stuff, and you also have to collect. You have to do quests to collect various meat, and I'm not sure if it will PvP flag you like it used to when you go collect the Silithus, like the mist stuff. I don't know what it was called back in the day. Oh, right.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, the
right?
little brown buff thing that slowed you down and
it would flag you too, right?
Yeah.
So, as far as I know, if it doesn't PvP flag you, I would think that the meat collection would be a option of turning in quests again for pacifists and Iron Man. You don't have to kill the things in order to get the meat. You can buy the meat off the auction house or something like that if somebody decided to. Unless it's a special kind of meat that drops only off of kills, which I don't know. I don't think it is from what I saw the meats were. I think it is just normal meat that falls off of them. Died Olive asks, has anyone ever made it to 110 Iron Man on a PvP server or max level? Nope. I would say
Not yet.
Rack is pretty much the highest at about level 90-ish. I think he died at level 90. So that's it for events in WoW.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah. No worries. That sounds exciting. Lots to do. So it gives us some options. Site news. Okay. So we have got, of course, our Frozen contest update.
Okay. Alrighty. So basically I added icons to show who was in first place for being able to win the first place prize and who was in second place for that prize. And then I also added a icon to show who had won it last. Okay, so that they are not allowed to win. So that at least when you're going to level up and you look at this list, you won't see this guy up at level 65 and be like, oh, I need to catch him, when you don't, because that person can't win the prize. Okay. And what we'll do is that for the next time around, the person that comes in first and second, I will also have the little king crown thing on them too. So they are allowed to play, absolutely. They just won't be allowed to win a prize, because we kind of want to spread the wealth around as much as we can. And yeah, so basically, let's look at the top 10. It's very hard. It's very hard. We've had lots of people croak way up high. Just want to point out some folks that died very high. Brittle Oops died at 53. Frozen Frog died at 47. Fake died at 45. Arrow Iron died at 40. Glacial Iron at 35. So even though they're higher up, you can still die, right? So even if you're lower down, just keep on playing, because you never know. So the top 10 right now, number 1 is Die No Brittle, who's level 70, and number 2 is Auburn, who's level 67, and number 3 is no Exploits, which is Lysan, who won the last one. That's why he's got the crown there. He's level 65. Lucy Lynn is at 53. In 5th is Finger Strike. is at 51. 6th is Iron Cloud at 44. 7th is Esoteric at level 41. 8th is Kaliadni at level 41. 9th is Emolublast at level 35. And 10th right now is Gearless Hero at level 35.
Wow.
Yeah. So once
That's awesome.
So the contest is going to carry
guys.
on until the beginning of our next show. So you have until 7 p.m. next week. So you have an hour less of like a week less than an hour kind of thing, right? You know what I mean.
Level 70. My gosh, that's amazing. I can't even comprehend that.
Yeah. What's good, and personally, I kind of hope that they're able to take them and get up to max, because I think the highest max level mage we've ever had is 85, and it's never been higher. Okay. Ster can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's only been 85.
Yeah, I think so. And that 70 is brittle.
Yeah, it's brittle.
Brittle and Picey
Brittle's
plays
amazing.
quite a bit too.
Yeah, I saw her. She's on our list of Iron Deaths this week, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah. I think as a bloodthirsty though. But do you know who Auburn is? That's a name I'm not very familiar with, but they're in War Rest Accord, so I'm assuming they're in the guild.
Yeah, they're in the guild, but I don't know them.
Okay. Okay.
Wow,
they are in the
that's still
guild.
good job.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Good job. That's that's the top 3 that are 65 and above.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I can't even get my brain around that. That's awesome job, guys. Fantastic.
And the prize is still the $25 card from either Blizzard or Deem. If you can think of maybe another service that you're able to basically gift that to, let me know, and we can consider doing that for next time too, just to because I'd like to give you something, and if it's
useful,
and if it's
helpful.
useful to you, because like for me, there's sometimes where I don't bother because I know I have all the mounts, I have all the pets, and so when people are doing that, it's like, oh, it's great, and I could gift that to somebody else, but I would like to provide something that is useful to you, and that might not be useful to everyone. And if it is useful, then at least a $25 card, you can use that to buy the things that you want, right? So, yeah.
Yep. Excellent. Yeah. All right. Well done, everyone, and good luck this week. And we're excited to see where the challenge will end next on next week's show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we have got a new challenge called Tinman Challenge.
Okay, so this is today. Like, this is within I whipped this together in the last 3 hours. Okay, roughly. Okay. Basically what's been there was a Tinman challenge made, but it's not what you think it is. It was more of a way to play. And it was more a way to play where you are allowed to wear blue gear, allowed enchants, allowed to run, to run five mans and raids. It was more a way for people to try to capture the old way of playing back in Classic. Okay, so here's the link to it, and it's called Tinman Challenge, and I think really it's only because they kind of wanted something that was kind of Ironman-ish, but it's not even remotely close to being even like an Ironman light. It's past that. It's like Ironman light. Okay. So what we did is that I was watching Grifter because I saw him saying that he was going to do a Tinman, and I'm like, oh, well, let's see what he's going to do, right? And when I go and watch him, he's actually saying, his Tinman is Ironman rules. However, if he does die, then he would just, keep on going. And then I thought, well, I was always kind of thinking of having like an Ironman light where, we could, it was more of a warm-up where, if you could have talents or gear, it just, it was more of a, to get ready for the real Iron Man. And so basically what I did was that I used what Griff was going to do, where we are going to track how many times you do die. If you die, you can keep on playing that tune. We will just track them. And when you're in the list, what will happen is that if you've got two characters, let's say at 95, but one character has died three times, and the other character that has died 5 times, the character that's died 3 times will be ranked up higher, okay? And we will show how many times that people have died. So what okay, and the other thing that we did allow was buffs. We're going to be allowed. So like food buffs were fine. More or less anything except for XP buffs, because we don't want to do XP buffs. I was actually thinking about adding something extra that Iron Man doesn't normally have, but doesn't give Tinman too much of a boost. So profs. However, profs, I'd be worried that somebody's just going to rely on doing herbalism and mining, where Iron Man you can't. So that's a big change, where you might want to level up like that, but then when you go try the real challenge, all of a sudden now you don't have that, right? So that's a bit of a change. So allowing healing potions, Iron Man doesn't allow it, but it's a fairly small-ish tweak. to let you get through some fights, and maybe talents, because talents don't impact you all that much. So it would be a nice to have for Tinman, and for Ironman it would be a simple thing to be like, don't click on the talent. So basically, I do see this more as a warm-up challenge, where it's not a challenge, it's just how far can you get without dying, and how few times can you also die before you hit max. Okay, so we're not going to do green gear, because that's a very, very big change from a very big change from Iron Man. I thought about doing enchants, but that's kind of weird on like having like an enchant on white gear. I don't know. So I think mainly like the pots and talents might be okay, but just to kind of, I don't know, just and if you are able to get to max level dying like twice, then maybe you should be trying Iron Man, right? Just so it kind of gives you a gauge on how well you could do. So that's live right now. It's just under Tinman. There's no on or dead, because if you die, it's okay. Well, it's not okay, but you'll just have a number beside your name, and the rules are there. And I'm probably gonna change the rule for talents and potions later on tonight or something, or maybe tomorrow. But just I want to give it again just a little bit of a change, not like a huge buff, but just enough to make it be like, oh well, yeah, I know that in real Iron Man I wouldn't be allowed to use talents, or I know that in real Iron Man I wouldn't be allowed to use healing pots, right? So I don't expect this to be like this huge thing. I just expect it to be aimed at a target group of folks that may be afraid of doing Iron Man. But I kind of feel like if they were to do this and seeing how far that they could get, maybe they would consider doing Iron Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Like you said, I mean, it's the options there. If you want to try it, go for it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's
don't want to
obvious.
try
You don't want to try it. No one's going to twist your arm to try it. That's right. So
that's right.
Yeah, it's up to you. Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. It is that time. We should really get a bumper for that, because it would be awesome. So, state of the challenges time. Yay. All right. So we will go with Ster. Can you do the irons for us this week, please?
Sure. So starting off with Belikov, he's hit 76. And Sin Tenuv, I probably didn't pronounce that right. Sorry, he died at 78. Margothon, he's got two characters, Marg Blink at 85 and Marg Rage at 86. 8 is at 87. Our buddy Assy, he died at 89. Funny story, he was just minding his own business and in the Valley of Four Winds, and some big old bird picked him up and took him away and never seen again. So that's the second bird death in a couple of months for people. So Assy, if you're listening, call. Sorry. Yeah, way too soon. No, actually, he's already got. He's already got another tune at 70. Yep. So that he's a machine.
He's a machine. He's a machine. Yes.
Yeah. So Deed, he's got his mage R even W. He's at 94. Sorry.
Wait, that's his mage? I thought that's his warrior or warlock.
Oh, that's right. You're right. It's warrior, and his mage is down below at 103.
Okay.
What?
Good correction.
Okay. Is it?
All right.
Really?
Nope. Iron Stevo. He died at 100. He logged in. He flew too close to an alliance
Isn't
camp.
that you, Farley?
Yes.
Yes.
That's you, Farley. Oh, no.
Oh, and he was shot out of the air near the alliance camp. And
Yeah.
and
I saw her tweets. I just felt for her. Yeah.
And Peaches, sorry, rip at 103. So those hurt. When you get in the hundreds and you die, it's like, ow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
but congrats to those who are slowly advancing, and try again if you died.
That's right. That's exactly right. Thanks, Ster, for that. And commiserations, people. We lost a few this week, I can see there. All right. Bloodthirsties. I wonder who we should get to read this one.
Gee, I don't know.
Don't know. Nisey, how about you take the bloods?
Sure, why not? First
Yay.
off, I want to say I am really happy to see that there's a lot more people playing and that I'm not the only one on the list this week. So yay!
Yay!
All right, let's start things off. Sorry if I'm going to mispronounce this, and I'm going to try. Thirsty, shush. Sorry, that's really difficult for me to say. Level 33, good job. Pixie Pie, 33, awesome. No quests for I, level 39. Oh, Zaya, we lost Zaya at level 41. Sorry, buddy. Bloody Heel, 55, you have been red flagged. You've got to watch that gear, guys. You've got a Rune Soul Blade that you had equipped. Vatum, 57, it's good to see you playing again. Cruel Madness at 58. Hemo Brittle, 63. Soulbound, 79. And Never Died has hit 104.
Nice.
I actually think they're at 105. I think I looked at the list earlier today.
Are they? Let me see.
Wow.
Before the show. I think it's at 105.
Yeah, they're at 105 right now.
So good job, Bloodthirsties.
Yeah. Wow.
Well done. That is, again, commiserations, Zaya. That's 41, still an awesome effort. But look at you, Soulbound at 79. Oh
Yay,
my
I'm
gosh.
so excited.
Well
I can't wait to hit 80. I'm like, I can do this.
Yes. No, that is fantastic. And like you said, look at all these people playing Bloodthirsty.
I know, I'm so excited.
Well done. Very exciting. All right. Okay. And you know what? Never worry about butchering people's name. I think I'm pretty much pro at doing that. Okay. I'm taking the pacifist because, that's what I do. And Stone highlighted it all. So thanks, Stone. Yeah. All right. So this week we've got High Five hit level 29. Organ Grinder hit 41. Pazzy Fizz died at 46. Oh. Schnuffle Tips. I always have to think about how to pronounce that one. Schnuffle Tips hit 51. Love that name. That is awesome. Flower Child hit 54. Dove hit 59. Huey Hamster hit level 60. Inapt Iron hit 71. Saranella hit 81. And I am not pronouncing it, but it is the ugly truth. Hit 107.
Gola ya pravda.
Whoa.
Good job, guys.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is just amazing.
They are still at. Let me just quickly look at their kill. From what I understood, that they had actually gotten 2 kills and no kill thing blows. So they've got 2 kills, and killing blows is nothing. So I think that's what it was at last week, because I think they got their second one at 104 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So proximity kills are a thing still, and he's got 1 left, or she. I don't know. And 3 levels to go. So I really, really hope that the third one's not going to happen.
Yep. Okay. So, well, fingers crossed, legs crossed, toes crossed, eyes, all of that. So he's hoping. All right. Well done, everybody. Though, look at that list. Mm-hmm. It's nice and healthy to see so many people playing the challenge tunes. So well done for that. Yeah. Okay. let's go on to Chit Chat, or as I typed in chat, chat chit. We could have chat chit, Chit Chat. I typed it. I've got a question from Ty, but we'll talk about that in a minute. All right. So Chit Chat is where people can ask us anything. Questions about the challenges, share tips and tricks, and warn people about potential disastrous areas, quests, all those kind of good things. So let's take the first one. This was Facebook from Naru. Says, hello, I have a quick question for you. I'm doing the challenge level 26 mage so far, and I'm wondering, now that glyphs are really cosmetic, are they allowed? I'd really like to shrink down my elemental, but I don't want to get myself flagged for anything. Thanks. Smiley face.
Yes. Glyphs are all allowed. It's not the same thing anymore, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Make a small elemental. Okay.
Yeah. So, any kind of glyph, because now the glyph, when you get it, I think, like, I've never even actually used them. But as far as I know, like, is it not that you, like, click it and then apply it to a spell? Or do you use the actual glyph and then it's just gone and it just updates the spell?
No, I had to, yeah, it when I used it on my warlock, because I think I wanted to change my banish to red or something, I can't, whatever it was. Then I had to click the spell, and then it highlights the spell to show, hey, you've got a, there's been a variation onto that. But the glyph itself, of course, disappears, and it's a one time. Once you've used it, then that's gone. So.
Okay.
So yeah, have you guys used any glyphs on your challenge tunes at all, or not really worried about it? I know I haven't worried about it on challenge tunes. Nisey?
I actually really hadn't even thought about using them, because usually I'm on the priest and there's not that many really that I would even bother using, although I do think I am going to try to grab that water elemental glyph once I get enough money for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to kind of shrink it down a little bit, get them a little bit out of the way.
It's always in the way.
Ster, what about you for your rogues? Have you, done, or your druid, you utilized any of that? Or not really?
No, I still play old school. I don't modify them like that. In fact, I actually play with a generic user interface, with no funny.
Oh my gosh!
I know.
I used
Get
the
out of
original
here.
UI too. I got mad because every time I'd use the UI mod, the game updated and then everything broke, and I had to spend another 4 hours trying to fix it. And I'm like, what's wrong? I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna use the regular one. It's fine.
Yeah, that's me. So, no glyphs.
Fair enough. That's interesting. When I discovered add-ons way back in the day, that's when I fell in love. And when I got my, got everything set up just for normal Leeta, the good thing is that you can have profiles and you can copy it over. So every tune has exactly the same setup with my bars, and yeah, it takes me like 2 minutes. Do click, done. Okay, now I'm ready to go. I can't do the old. Isn't that funny?
One now. Yeah.
I had such a hard time finding a new UI that I was even comfortable in. I had one at one point that I kind of liked. I had like the map down in the middle. I can't remember what it was called. It's been so long ago. But when we were raiding, I could not see the ground where my feet were. And I'm like, if I'm calling crap out, I need to be able to see. And especially when I'm yelling at other people for standing and stuff. So I was like, yeah, no, let's just go with the basic one. And that way I can see everything. And it just worked out better.
Yeah.
I just make my own, because anyways.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good thing. Everyone has their own. Again, the way that we play the game, the way that we add in to things that make the game more enjoyable for us. We all have our own things, and that's always. Yeah, it's always interesting to hear how, with you guys running the default, that intrigues me. So we'll see. Maybe one day I might do that.
I actually kind of like it because I've got like certain buttons that I shouldn't be clicking all the time that I keep over off to the side, so I know where they all are and everything.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Okay. We've got an email. Stone.
So, okay, basically, so I didn't want to read out the whole thing. So it was more or less an email from a fellow named Georgie. And basically, we were just trying to clarify the rules. I just wanted to point out that he's Russian, and he had to use Google Translate to translate all of his stuff to me, and I decided to do that back to him. And I thought it was pretty neat that I'm explaining the rules to him, and then I throw that into the translator and then copy it and paste it and send that off to him, and he completely understands. It's just, it's not a real question, but it's pretty cool that we're in a time where we can do that. Because back in the day, if somebody asked me something in Russian, I'd be like, no thanks, and walk away, because I have no idea what they want, right? So I don't know. Georgie, if you're listening, I hope you have good luck with the challenge. And he's asked me a few other questions too that were more or less about the rules, like because he's not quite sure that he gets how it's laid out. Hopefully he'll do well, and we'll see him. He said he's going to list his characters soon. So anyways, I mean, it was just I just thought it was neat, that we're in this time where we can do that, and it's no big deal. But it's pretty cool. It's cool.
Yeah. It is really cool. I mean, it always amazes me how we can sit down, we can do a Skype chat, record our chat, put it out there for the world to hear.
Yeah.
And here I am in Australia. You guys, over. We're halfway across the world from each other, and we can do this. And now we can talk to people, not even in their language, but utilize these things and get them to understand a simple, a simple game, a part of a game, to have some fun. It's amazing. So good luck, Georgie. We hope to hear from you soon. So that's cool. All right. Ster, can you take number 3 for me, please?
Sure. So in the WoW Challenges forums, a person by the name of Hema created a really cool post, and they're playing a pacifist, which means, of course, they can go fishing. And their post essentially says, hey, there's a really cool spot. If you make it to North End, you can go over to Dragonblight, and you can kind of scooch up to this one little spot. Well, you're scooching up right next to Wintergrasp. So if you cross the line and you go into Wintergrasp, you'll be flagged PvP. And so Hema, with their post, shows exactly where you can stand, and you can't cross this line. There's a tiny little dark spot, and if you do it just right, you'll be able to fish there. And apparently it's a really, really good spot to do fishing. I will point out, though, that in my early days, I used to practice PvP in Wintergrasp, and so I know the spot really well. And what I would do is I would go around looking for fishermen, because fishermen, it's such a calm moment. You're one with nature. You don't have a weapon equipped, and if you're PvP flagged, what a great target for a rogue. So I got a lot of ganking practice on fishermen. And so just be careful not to cross that line. So go check out the post, and you'll see the graphics on how to do that.
Yeah, I'll post this in chat. I thought it was pretty neat. I was like, oh, wow. And they the pictures was like they actually drew the line. Like, here, PvP flagged. Here, stand here. And it's pretty neat. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I honestly, all the times that I've fished on Leeta in that zone, I wouldn't have even known that there was a chance that you could, not get PvP flags. So that's really cool information. Thank you, Hema, for that. That's awesome. All right.
So,
and we might put the link on the website too when I do the show notes. So yeah. Now I did have a question that I figured we should also talk about, considering you've just told us about the Tinman challenge. Tiber did ask in the chat room, so if your Ironman toon dies, can you switch it over to the Tinman?
I said yes at first, but then I'm thinking, because I don't know, because it's like you didn't really. I don't know. I kind of don't like it because I think it would, for somebody that was doing the Tinman, let's just say, right, and they're following the Tinman rules, and they were to get to level 110, and they have talents, and they've used a couple pots, and let's say they made it to level 103, okay, and they've used talents, pots, and what's the other buffs, and they've died like 3 times, right? Then all of a sudden an iron dies at 104, okay? However, they're following the iron rules. So if they were to list their character at 104, they're immediately bumped up higher than the person that put in all the time at 103, and it's a different it's a different challenge, but I kind of feel like no, because I kind of feel like
does feel unfair.
It kind of feels like it takes it away from the person trying Tinman out and being like, haha, you couldn't get up this high. And
but I mean, what if they had posted? What if they had listed both the toon in both challenges, like say at level 10? Sure. So they come in and go, you know what? I'm going to give the Ironman challenge a go. I'm going to list it at level 10, but you know what? I really want to go for it. So I'm also going to list it on the Tinman challenge. And that way, but I'm going to do it, go hardcore, do the Ironman. And then if anything, unfortunately, happens, then I can always switch over. So, not like waltzing in at 104 and just going, well, I couldn't make it, so now I'm going to swap it. But I think they did do it at low level.
I think a compromise there would be if you list your character anywhere from like 10 to 30, because 30 is going to be low because Tinman should be a little bit more easier, and I'm expecting people to get higher. I would think that if you were to list it first for Ironman, if you were to list it first for Ironman, I think I'd probably make it a level 10 to 30 requirement on Tinman to list your character. If you're higher than that, then you won't be allowed. And
that sounds fair.
I think that's a good compromise. Thank you for the question. I mean, it's stuff like that we'll be able to tweak. And again, because it's not meant to be like a hardcore thing. It's meant to be a warm up kind of. Try things out. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me.
And like I said, it's there if you want to try it. Fine, try it. And if you're not interested in trying it and just want to do, the normal Ironman, well, that's fine too. You don't have to, we don't have to try every single thing, but the options there. So awesome. Okay, well, I think it's that time.
Wait.
Oh, Ster. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
So,
Ster.
Yeah. Well, first of all, on behalf of all the players, the contest participants, the listeners of the podcast, I want to say, on behalf of all of them, thank you to both you, Leeta, and Stone for hosting all these podcasts. You've hit number 50, which is a great accomplishment.
Absolutely.
And so, hey, thank you. Keep doing it.
Thanks, Ster.
Yeah. Now, I do have a piece of trivia for you.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So we all remember the very first podcast. Your guest was Rogue Slayer. She was the first. Who has made the most number of guest appearances? Without, don't look at the screen, Stone.
No, my eyes are down. I'm looking at my can of pop here.
Yep.
I'm gonna say.
I
Besides us, right?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I was gonna say either Ster.
A...
Yeah, we've had Ster on quite a bit. I'd say you would be tied with Rogue Slayer. That's my feeling.
Close. Rogue Slayer has made 9 appearances, and
really?
and I think I'm tied with Exhorts at either 4 or 5, and then it kind of drops off. But you've had 34 different guests on your shows since you started it.
Oh wow! Congrats, guys!
And if you wanted to listen to all of the material,
oh my God,
it would take. I threw it into a spreadsheet. It would take you over 77 hours to listen.
Wow!
To all
Wow!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
And you have had 8,448 views. So you know how when you go to YouTube and you watch an episode, that counts as a view. So if you add up all the views of all your podcasts, it's 8,448. So
wow,
that's amazing.
Congratulations, guys!
Yeah.
Oh, you
Leeta.
guys rock!
Awesome.
That is awesome. That is awesome stats. I love it. Thank you, Ster.
You're welcome.
Blows my mind. Yeah. Yeah, look at Stone's his brain's just he loves it. Stats, he's just going.
Yeah, I like the numbers. I like numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, Who was your second guest?
My second guest, Ash.
Okay, that's right. Very good.
And third guest was supposed to be Fair, but we didn't have a guest.
Yep.
Because Leeta was ill.
I was?
Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And then fourth was so the fourth episode right, the third episode Fair was supposed to be on, but she didn't make it. The fourth episode, Leeta was ill, so we had Rogue Slayer on to fill in for you, and the fifth episode was Fair. Yeah, we finally got her back on. Yeah. After that, it's a blur.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds right.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool.
Wonder how.
Well, thank you guys.
We should get Ash back on. I haven't talked to that guy for a long time.
Ages.
Yeah.
Very nice. Awesome. Okay. Ster, that's all you have to show? Yeah?
Yes, ma'am. Back to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. No, that is very exciting. So we thank you guys for the support and everything too, because, you know, Stone and I do it for fun. Like, we do it for fun, but the fact that you guys support us, it helps immensely. So thank you.
And well, I mean, because even before, I mean, one of the reasons is that everybody poo-pooed it, okay? And you guys were doing so much before us, right? And I wanted, you know, and it kind of cheesed me off that the website went down and all that stuff and was gone, and I'm like, what the heck? And it kind of felt like it was going to die. Because, and look at all of the work that you guys had all done, and what's it going to do, right? You know, so, oh my goodness, look at, did you post that in here?
Yeah,
Ster?
sure did.
Wow. I know, that's awesome. I was looking at it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Ster posted the times and views of each of the episodes.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. No, that is really cool. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So,
very, very.
Asmongold only got 125 views? Really? That's surprising.
Oh, yeah. Don't look at the far right guest column. That doesn't match with the left hand side.
Oh, okay.
Because it's sorted from high to low.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I was looking at that too, going.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right.
Oh,
we see.
Gotcha.
We understand what
I was
gonna
be like, really? Asmongold only got 125? Wow.
Yeah. I
like,
remember that one. It was much higher. It was like 125-ish or 254.
I remember we had like 85 people in chat alone. It was crazy. It's nuts.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Especially
No, that is-
after his epic death.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Asmongold. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you again,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you
That's
guys.
awesome. Stats is always fun. So thank you for sharing that. We appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right. Stone, wrap up time.
All right. Our next show is it really wrap up? It is. Okay.
Yeah.
Saturday, January the 21st at 7 p.m. North American Eastern Standard Time, which is Sunday, January 22nd, 10 a.m. Queensland time, or 11 a.m. Aussie time, which is Australian Eastern Time, which is 1 a.m. Central European Time. Yay, time zones. And we will be joined by Cinder, an Aussie.
Yes.
She's the
Cinder.
co-host
Cinder.
of Still Tagged and Reigns of Azeroth. Wow.
Yep.
Holy moly. I'm actually surprised she's coming on. I'd be like, but then I'm like, oh, she's coming on because she knows you. That's why.
She's coming on to chat with both of us. She's very excited. So yes.
But Nisey and Ster, thank you very much.
Oh,
for coming
anytime,
on.
guys. It's awesome. You know, it's been an awesome ride. Congrats on your 50, and here's to another 50.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
ditto.
I can't even imagine it.
Oh, thank you.
It's like next
That's
year.
very sweet. This year, maybe. Well, we'll see. All right, Nisey, can you tell everyone where they can find you, please?
Sure, it's a short list. Probably the easiest way to get a hold of me is going to be through Twitter at NiseyBGN. And I also have a small, sort of put together, but not really, Facebook page. Also, you can just search NiseyBGN on there. So it's pretty simple.
Nice. Exactly. And Ster, where can we find you?
Well, geekroguester@gmail.com is one way, or just log into Wormrest Accord and join the WoW Ironman Guild, and you'll practically find me there almost all the time.
Mm-hmm. And
Yes.
anytime you
Except
pop
for when I
online
log in and I'm like, where's Ster? He'll be asleep. Oh. But yeah.
Yeah,
You sleep sometimes, so
I do.
yeah.
I do. And bio breaks as well.
Yeah.
Well, it's very tiring being the guild coroner sometimes.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Lots of work.
I know.
Yeah.
Busy days. Exactly. All right. Well, thank you for that, guys. Okay, our information. So don't forget, check out the website, which is wowchallenges.com. You can certainly email us, which is podcast@wowchallenges.com. Our Twitter is @wowchallenges. We do have a Discord server, so please feel free to jump in there. I'm not reading the link, but we will have the link in the show notes on the website.
I would love for you to read that link.
No, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that at all. But yes, we do have a Discord server. We have got a couple of those running for the shows that we do. So certainly it's a good place to chat. Don't forget, we do have a chat channel.
Yes.
So if you don't have Skype, if you don't have Vent, if you don't have TeamSpeak, Discord server has all of that. So please, get yourself in there and chat to other challenge people. And it's always, it's always a good idea to have like-minded people on the same, doing the same thing. So that's always a good thing. We do have a Facebook page where thank you to everyone who goes on our Facebook page. I know Nisey does. Thank you, Nisey. We are facebook.com/WowChallenges. And don't forget, you can check out all of the videos that we have, the ones that Stone does take as well, which is youtube.com/WowChallenges1. That is the number 1. Don't forget to come catch us live every week on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/WowChallenges.
I just want to say thank you for Patreons for helping us out, and for the new folks that have joined. I do add the new people on, but at the beginning of each month. So as Patreon processes their stuff, it tells me who is a Patreon for that month, and then I add you on the list based on that. So if you've recently joined, thank you very much. You'll be on the list when month rolls over. Just want to say, if folks want to tweet at Discord, where are they at? Is it at Discord app? I think, right? I think it's at Discord app. I'm trying to get a normal Discord link, not like this. Ours is OK, capital K, capital H, all this stuff, right? And I know they don't give it out to anybody, but, I would think we're kind of special, if you can tweet at them and be like, hey, it would be cool if WoW Challenges had their own unique app or unique URL for people to join their server, then we could use it more too, and we could talk about Discord more.
Yeah.
Right. It's win-win.
It would be nice. I don't know if any of the Discords that I'm in have got a unique one. That might be the problem.
There are some. I've seen them. It does.
Stone, do you need to start a petition because we'll all virtually sign it?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I'm trying to get them to do it, but anyways. So, yeah, you can find me on Twitter at STONEGRASP, like I'm grasping your stones, right? So, anyways, I also. It's still clean. I'm grasping your stones. I'm not. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man?
That's for WoW Challenges After Dark. Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Oh, man. And also do a podcast once a week, which we're now live. I'm grasping my stones. We're now live at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday morning.
You are a champion!
Called Adventures in Azeroth. Good Lord. Gallstones. Oh, no, thank you. No thanks. So Leeta, where can we find you?
Okay, you can find me on Twitter. I am at Leeta Wow, which is LEETAWOW, and I do a couple other shows, which is of course Adventures in Azeroth with Stone, Behind the Avatar, which will be back very soon, and Geektopia podcast that I do that one with Steve and Ben, which will be returning this year. Big thank you, as always, to Mark Conan for our awesome intro. We have heard that about 50 times, and we still love it, and we love him for doing that. So, we love the intro. So thank you, Mark Conan. We really appreciate it. You can check out Mark Conan. He is on Twitter at Mark Conan Wow, and also check out Tyrant Think Tank, where he co-hosts with Jules, and we love them both. They are awesome people. Other than that, I think we are done. The number 50 is wrapped. So again, thank you, Ster. Thank you, Nisey. We really appreciate it. Thank you, chat room.
I appreciate all your support too. It really
thank you so much.
In the forums, in Twitter, pretty much everywhere. So thank you. Very, very much.
Thank you so much.
All right. Say goodbye, Leeta.
Bye, Stone.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
The WoW Challenges podcast is a World of Warcraft gaming podcast produced by Stone and Leeta. Copyright 2016 WoWChallenges.com. Portions of this podcast belong entirely to Blizzard Entertainment. The music used for the show belongs to Kevin MacLeod, and you can find more of his great stuff at incomnitech.com. No copyright infringement is intended.
Bingo Bango.
I love that music.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so good.
I like that, Ster.
Yeah. It's a very, very cool. Okay, show titles. What do you reckon, guys? Nisey, Ster, what do you reckon? Ster says 50 and counting. That's good. Nisey, what do you reckon?
I kind of like that. Or here's to 50 more, maybe? I don't know.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, some twist
like
on
the 50
50.
Counting.
Yeah.
I'm 50, and all I got was this mug.
But
This mug.
we didn't do that mug. I was
This
gonna
mug.
say I didn't get a mug. Ooh, you know what? I'll talk to you about that for 100. All
I
right.
have a mug filled with money.
I got
colorful Canadian money.
What's the color of money? Nifty 50.
My 20 is green, which is normal. My 10 is purple.
10 is purple?
10 is purple.
Oh. No, take it back a bit. Take it back. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit too glowy, that's all. Okay, yeah, that's good. Oh, that's pretty.
They're actually going to change... They're going to change the 20, which has the queen on it. She's
take it back.
Going to go bye-bye. Oh, sorry. The queen is going to go bye-bye. And they're going to replace her with a lady from Halifax who was supposed to be like the Rosa Parks for us, who was kicked out of a movie theater for sitting in a whites-only zone. And she was like, I don't think so. I'm going to sit where I want, right? And they're like, you're under arrest. This is about 2 years before the Rosa Parks thing happened, where she didn't want to ride in the back of the bus, right? So they're going to put her on the bill, on the 20 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Huh. That's good.
Interesting.
Anyways.
Okay.
Yay, color
so
money.
what do you reckon? Nisey?
Colorful money.
Nifty 50? Or what was the other one Ster said?
50 and counting, or here's the 50 more. Counting. It's up to you two, right? And,
Yeah, you two. You're our guest. You can choose.
Nisey.
It's part of the show. I guess let's go with Nifty 50.
Yeah.
Go with Nifty 50? Okay. Thank you, Tiber, for that one. That sounds great. Awesome.
Okie dokie.
Okay, cool. I'll put that in. No worries. Now, what else we got? That's pretty much it. Okay. Thanks, chat room. Again, everyone, thanks for coming and joining in. We do appreciate that. Zorts is here. Hey, Zorts, you gonna try the Tinman? Like, this is seriously a question. I'm not trying to be rude. Jeez. I just want to know. Are you gonna try the Tinman?
Poor guy. Can you leave him alone?
Aww.
We're making it our mission to at least get him to Outland.
Yeah, I would like to see him succeed.
Yeah.
The guide's coming, buddy. I swear, it is. You gotta get the rules done first.
Yeah. I hope he tells me no. Just say, no, Leeta, I'm doing an iron. Damn it. I'm just gonna do it.
The dots.
Zorts.
I love that.
Heart you. You know that.
We can't see you, so we don't actually believe you're doing it.
But I'm doing like a little heart with my thumbs and fingers.
Picks, camera,
good,
or
Zorts.
it doesn't happen.
I'm not gonna try it either, so that's okay. I'm like, damn it, I'm gonna do this one day. One day. At the moment, the focus is
you can do it, Zorts.
Beat Stone. That's my focus. But anyway.
Ha.
I'm guessing if you were to suggest to Assie to try the Tinman, I would learn some new Australian cuss words. And he'd probably bring up my mother.
Oh, Assie probably does. I don't cuss. I'm good.
Yeah.
I know better.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I've heard some stuff from you.
Oh, please. It's not often that I cuss.
At me, too.
When? What was that?
Just last night.
Last night?
Yeah. No? See, you don't even remember. You do it so often.
Oh, yeah, right. As if. Anyway. I think it'll be interesting. Might be. Yeah. No, that's good. Personal list might be several pages long. I can understand that. Bucket lists are good. Personal lists, all that kind of stuff. So you can do it. Awesome.
All right, I'm gonna let the kids and my wife out of the basement. It's actually pretty funny. We had a love seat kind of thing, and it's been all ripped up. So we're actually using duct tape to tape the whole thing, like head to toe, everywhere. And
Awesome.
because and it actually looks pretty good. And we don't care about this couch, right? So we're like, well, I don't want to get it redone because that's going to cost a lot, and tape is pretty cheap. So I think Carrie has done the seats and the armrest so far, and then we're going to do the back, and then the very back of it too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of it.
Yeah,
well, because it's more for the kids, right? Because the kids are going to be down there and screwing around, so at least if they rip it, we can just tape it up again. Right? It's not a big deal. Yes, and that's another. Well, we don't let them take juice and water down there, but just in case if they happen to sneak stuff, because they're known to be little sneaky guys.
Jeez, they're locked down there with no water. It's dumb.
Yeah, and it's dark, and they only have like a little window up in the top to actually have any light. Yeah. And it's pretty cold too.
Hang on.
And
for this
I'll be getting a call from
what?
No, Leeta, this is a list of challenge sheets of kill. Really? This year?
Really?
No.
Sorts has been busy.
It's
like
only
the 15 days
14th for 15th. Like, what's going on? Don't switch up. Yeah, that's where I get my family to make my hats. There's like the blood of little fingers on it here. I don't know if you can see the little red mark over there.
I didn't know that sorts. Wow.
They've all been personalized that way.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to head on out. Folks, thanks for stopping by and chatting with us. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Always.
Cheers,
We'll see you next time.
Okay. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.